It's 1932, in the midst of the Great Depression. The Great Depression was a time of economic devastation, with high unemployment and inflation. This made it all the more difficult for Dave and his younger brother, Toph, to adjust to their new life together.
Hello? Anyone in there?
Hello? Just looking for a job.
We'll work for food.
Okay.
No. Anyone? Please, if you're in there, help.
What are you guys doing here?
Sorry, we're just looking for work, sir. Sorry.
Get out of here. We're not hiring.
Sorry.
They were recently orphaned, with both parents having passed away from cancer.
We'll work for food. We'll work for food. We'll work for food.
And Dave having to take on responsibilities as a parent. Dave and Toph are now looking for work.
We'll work for food.
So how about now? You do know that here at Time Magazine, we can't offer you a well-paying job. So do you have enough to support yourself?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm currently unemployed, but I've been working my way up. I've worked quite a few odd jobs for my time. I started off as I guess you could call it a pharmaceutical clerk. Then I went off to selling pharmaceuticals themselves, or, things like that. Now I'm starting up a magazine called Might with my associate Nick Carraway. It's for young people working hard to achieve their dream and strive for greatness.
And how about your siblings? How are they doing?
My older brother Bill is a legendary salesman. Haven't you heard of him? He won some award in 1928 for selling $170 a week for the whole month. He's been all over the world selling extraordinary things. Beth, on the other hand, she's been struggling a little bit. She was a pioneer in law, but when the Depression hit, her firm had to close. Now she's forced to work in a soup kitchen and barely make do.
And your parents, you didn't mention them.
My mother didn't really work until I was 12, and then she became a teacher. My father was a lawyer, a commodities-oriented lawyer in Chicago. In terms of money, I'm actually really not sure. I feel that we were pretty well off. We usually had at least 2 meals and a roof. But my mom was always telling us how we were draining the family funds. But of course there's enough money for her jewelry. One time it got so bad that she ran off with some people down in Mississippi. I think their names were the Duke and the Dolphin. But we didn't hold it against her. She was an actress and producer. Famous, she would tell us. She considered herself to be one of the world-famous tragedians, whatever tragedians are.
And what are your parents doing now?
Well, my father died many years ago of lung cancer, and my mother 5 weeks later of stomach cancer. Now I care for my little brother, Toph.
Here lies John Eggers, a loving father and caring husband. May he rest in peace.
Dad, I know you didn't always show it, but I know you really loved us. I'm going to miss you.
Hey, Dad. Don't really know what to say. We're gonna miss you. Dave made me wear this tie. I don't really know why. I don't even think it's fine. It's funny that you're getting here, Sunlight Hill. I know you'd have liked it. Bye.
I want to say something, John. I can't cry. I don't know what it is, but I can't cry. It seems to me that you're just on another case.
Wait, so why do you call yourself Laura?
Oh, and it's short for Lawrence.
Of course.
Right, yeah. But anyways, what about your younger brother? How was it raising Toph?
I'm actually not really sure. It's kind of strange. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing the right thing, being the parent I should be, while other times I feel like I'm completely messing up his future. Like I am the bad role model, and that he who is so much younger than me is so much more mature.
What do you mean by that?
There have been so many instances when he's taught me right from wrong, and he's pointed out my faults. Like just a few days ago, he was telling me how I have this chance to right the wrongs of my own upbringing and do it even better. He said that I should carry on the traditions that made sense and jettison those that don't. That came from an 11-year-old.
I see. So, do you have any plans for the future?
Well, the depression hit pretty hard back home. So we sold the house and things that we didn't really want anymore, even our Model T. We started looking for homes and decided to look west because we heard that there were lots of jobs available in Pasadena, along with a flat and provided meals. We felt that this was the best chance we had. So we went for it, and I don't know, about Toff, I feel like I had to take on a lot of responsibility, looking for the right neighborhood, school, and environment to raise a 10-year-old. Now the hard part is just getting used to it all. Before, my mother used to take care of everything, but then she fell ill. It's not clotting.
I know.
What do you want to do?
Nothing. Hey, where have you been?
I was at the soup kitchen. Line was so long today because of the depression. But what are you doing on top of the couch?
Nosebleed.
Meet in the hallway. What are we gonna do?
We have to go in, right?
But we can't. We promised.
Ever since my mother passed away, I've had to take on all the responsibilities. For example, nowadays I have to drop Toff off to school.
Well, okay, that's great. So, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, actually I do. What's it like to work at Time Magazine?
I really like it. We have a great team of photographers, editors, and column writers, and it's really nice to be able to come to work every day and learn something new.
So, how did you get involved in journalism?
Well, after college, I took interest in talking to people and learning more about what's going on in the world. And everyone buys the newspaper, especially during these times when people are looking for job opportunities or trying to find out what FDR's next plan is going to be regarding the economy. And I first came to Time in 1923 and decided to go for the job. It had just been started by the founders, Britton Hayden and Henry Luce, who were friends of mine, and they wanted to hire a lot of young new journalists, like your magazine might. And I thought I had a good chance of getting the position. I really didn't plan on staying long, because I wanted to move to a more of a proper publication. But here I am right now, and I like it here, and I'm climbing the ladder, and I'm hoping to become the editor one day.
Wow, that's really ambitious. At least better than where I got. I had to reduce the number of classes I could take at college after my parents' death, and then the depression on top of it. Talk about finding a job. But Time started up in New York. Why are you guys here in California?
Time is expanding, reaching out to readers all across the country. We're going to be the next big thing. Just you see when we are around in the year 2000.
2000? Do you really think you're going to be around for that long?
Yeah, I know. Motherings of a crazy person. But thank you for coming to the interview today.
Oh yeah, it was my pleasure.
Your story was truly one of a kind. It was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's more of a novel than my own history. On behalf of all of us at Time Magazine,
Mr. David Eggers, on behalf of all of us at Times Magazine, we appreciate your application for the position of domestic journalist. Domestic journalist is a highly challenging position requiring great dedication and experience. The consideration for your position was an extremely competitive application.
among the 65-plus applicants, you were considered a highlight of our consideration process with your background and qualifications impressing both the interviewer as well as the application committee. We thank you for taking the time to apply to work at Times Magazine, and wish you the best in your future professional endeavors. Sincerely, Henry Luce.
Yep.
Did you start?
Yes.
I can't tell if you're counting down.
I can't. No, I need the blank sound.
You do your own countdown, okay?
Yeah.
So
When he says 5, you do your own countdown.
Alright, got it.
Wait, start over?
Start over?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start over.
Shit, this is
What's wrong with it?
What?
It's gonna take 56.
Alright.
Oh, the ketchup's going up my nose.
Guys, this trash can isn't going to support my weight for very long. Like, I literally am like squishing the trash can.
There's no
I don't have
blueprint
a
for
part.
me. Ha 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 ha.
There's
What are you doing?
Kenny. Okay.
Did you just sing?
Yeah.
It's okay, it's being recorded.
Oh shit. Okay.
Are you gonna kill Kenny now?
I want to.
Are you gonna kill Kenny now?
I want to.